Hi everyone, I am Melody Hodgson and this is Sino Si. Okay, so I am half Filipino, half British, and yes, I do have a British accent. I grew up in the north of the UK until I was 8 years old, and then I moved to Cebu, studied there for a long while until I graduated in college, went back to the UK, and then eventually moved to Manila, back to the Philippines. Trinay ko naman yung paano ba yung mundo sa Manila. My childhood was a very happy one. I'm an only child, wala pa akong siblings, which is sad. But I had a very musical childhood. My mom used to sing on the karaoke a lot, and she would let me use the microphone. Kinukuha ko yung microphone sa kanya para lang makapag-karaoke din ako kagaya niya. And I think I started singing talaga like on stage nung dumating ako dito in Cebu kasi yung tito ko sabi niya, mag-join ka ng mga singing contest, go dai, go, kaya mo yan, mag-voice lessons ka. So ako naman, sige game! Kasi gusto ko, when I was little, I wanted to be the Little Mermaid or Barbie, yun yung pangarap ko sa buhay, maging kagaya ni Little Mermaid na kumakanta-kanta lang. Nangyari naman. My first time to perform, sing on stage was actually then. Ayun nga, I think I was 9 years old, and I remember it was in SM City, Cebu, and kinanta ko was, look at the stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Part of your world yung kinanta ko din. And yes, that was a very memorable experience. I remember ganito din yung buhok ko noon, pero may mga kit-kit. Tapos sobrang ang kaba, the nerves when I went on stage, but I from then on I knew that I wanted to do that for the rest of my life, and I think I've been on the stage ever since. If I can find an opportunity na makapagkanta or perform sa stage, I would be there. For my influences, I grew up, well, when I was little, my dad would play songs from Nat King Cole, the classics, the Beatles, Bee Gees. Yung mom ko naman, hilig niya Shania Twain, Sharon Cuneta, Freddie Aguilar, anak! Na-memorize ko yun nung bata ako. Ano pa ba? Celine Dion, and of course, I grew up on Spice Girls, S Club 7, yun yung sikat sa kasi sa UK when I was younger. And then eventually, growing up, I started getting into pop and soul and R&B, Adele, Beyonce, of course. Demi Lovato was one of my idols when I was in high school. I used to follow her hair, yung bangs, tapos yung pagkanta niya na Camp Rock! Paano ba yun? Hindi ko na maalala. Basta ganun. Right now, I have I don't listen kasi just to one genre of music. I listen to music according to my mood. So minsan if I feel like I want to be happy and, you know, magwarak. Warak is a bisaya term for like just to go crazy and wild. I listen to Lady Gaga a lot. I used to love her version of Paparazzi na acoustic na siya lang on the keyboard. Her voice was so amazing. And Adele, I grew up, singing Adele's songs. I remember being told, you're too young to sing a heartbreak song, but I didn't listen. I was like, no, I want to sing her songs because they're beautiful. And I did sing a lot of rock as well. I used to sing a lot of Journey, songs like Living on a Prayer, Journey, Bon Jovi pala yung Living on a Prayer. Pero mga ganun, mga rock songs. And then, nowadays, I listen to a lot of artists like Ariana Grande, who else do we have? Zara Larsson, Meghan Trainor was a common theme back then. I also listen to a lot of, indie music. I think I just let my Spotify playlists, go lang, or on YouTube, I just click on new singers, and I'm like, dang, ang ganda ng boses ng taong to, and I'm gonna listen to her. And of course, may mga OPM naman din. I grew up listening to Regine Velasquez a lot, and Jaya, and Jada Gibbs, and Ogie Alcacid, and all these wonderful singers. Sarah Geronimo, when I was little, I remember trying to reach yung mga kinakanta niya na Forever's not enough for me. Tapos hindi ko maabot, tapos umiiyak na lang ako. Ayun. So yes, basically, in summary, kasi ang dami ko nang sinasabi, ang dami kong influences. Like, I'm all over the place. But when it comes to when I write according to what I'm feeling in the moment. So if it comes out pop, then it comes out pop. If it comes out acoustic, contemporary, something, then it comes out that way. It's just how I am, because we're all ever changing and we can never remain the same person, you know, for a period of time. So ayun, my music changes though as I grow. And next. Sa ngayon, I'm feeling the groovy disco Dua Lipa vibe of nostalgia. There's a song that I love listening to right now. It's called Lazy Baby by Dove Cameron. It's basically bass. I love the instrument na bass. Gusto ko talaga yung groove niya. Meghan Trainor used it a lot, and so did Katy Perry. Which, by the way, fun fact about me, I used to impersonate Katy Perry for about 2 to 3 years of my life, and that's how I got into Viva. So thank you, Katy Perry, the mama. Yeah, and I did that, but I realized eventually that I wanna, you know, create my own music and become my own artist. But of course, I always pay homage to her pag nagigig ako, kinakanta ko yung roar, and you know, she has music, and I just love right now pop, and it just makes me happy for some reason. But I do love listening to folk a lot. But yeah, my song Di Ako Mahal is very pop, and maybe that's the way going forward in the future. And inspiration. Oh, ang dami nito. I think I gather inspiration from my friends who are also artists, and I see, you know, the strive sa kanila, yung gustong-gusto talaga nila yung ginagawa nila. They're so passionate about everything they do, and kahit, you know, kahit sobrang hirap ng industriyang to, it's hard to be in, you know, there's constant, there are always gonna be critics. There's constant criticism of how you look, of how you sound, and things like that. But I feel like once I moved into Manila, na-realize ko, ang dami palang artists dito sa Pilipinas. Ang daming magagaling. Like, OPM, you know, it's ever-changing, it's ever-growing, and it's just beautiful to see all these artists. And it actually really inspires me. And I listen to a lot of our own local artists, and it inspires me to create my own music then. Aside from that, I gather inspiration from my friends and their stories, and my stories, my life story, my parents, and of course God. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him, the big guy up there. And ayun, I guess I just take inspiration from the people who are around me and the day-to-day experiences I have, and of course the obstacles and challenges sa buhay. Melody Hodgson. Yun pala yung whole name ko, guys. Habad. Yeah, Melody Hodgson, guys. This is me, and thank you so much for watching. And again, please stream my latest single, Di Ako Mahal. Thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you guys soon. Follow me on all my social media platforms, Melody Hodgson.